Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I've got your early weekly spoilers for March 2nd through the 6th. We're going to talk about a plotting and Steve being absolutely frantic. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you're not following us, reach down, hit that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week, and then we dive into what is ahead next week. So on Wednesday, February 25th, it is the last day of sweeps, by the way, and Ariana has a meet cute with Liam, and she kisses his cheek, and the single criminal dad may regret taking money from Vivian and possibly also taking money from Stephanie's kidnapper now that things are looking up in his life. We're also going to see Holly playing mean girl to Ariana, who is going to lay into her and tell Holly the attitude is not cute. Drop it now. Plus, Liam gets an offer from EJ, and this may be something like an ultimatum, like come clean or else. So he may offer a payment to Liam, understanding he's broke, but I think EJ is worked up about him taking money to help with the Demira kidnappings. Unless before this happens, they suss out that Liam may have done some dirty work for Stephanie's stalker, like delivering the photo frame, like if they fingerprinted or something, you know? Plus, Philip is there to encourage Gabby, but that could make her feel even guiltier for planting the bug, wrecking Titan, and then lying to cover it up, and now getting into a romance with him while still lying by omission every single day right in his face. Ked and Rafe are going to join in the search for Stephanie, and we know that EJ said the cops could search the lab, but there's also the super secret lab within the lab. So I'm wondering if this is when Rafe sneaks in and sees the big blue human test tube while he's searching for Stephanie. Ked has that ISA tool to read the code on the door, but EJ said that he would let her brother open up and give them access to the lab to just check and see if Stephanie's there. Meanwhile, Leo is trying to convince Dimitri of something, and I wonder if it's to give up on getting evidence in Alemania, since none is forthcoming. Vivian won't see him, and things are looking really bad. Leo may think that Dimitri just needs to cut bait and run. Sophia blackmails Rachel. We're going to see the tween getting a call, and Sophia tells Rachel she has to give Holly a gift, but Rachel can't tell Holly that it's from Sophia. Now, I don't know if it's more of those nice skin supplements or if it's something even worse, but if Rachel gets into trouble, it could mess up her hearing, and then she's going to wind up in juvie or back in Bayview. Thursday, February 26th, we've got Tate comforting Holly, so she's already distraught about the video of her just screeching at the sorority girl and the whole trending Holly Jonas is a B-word hashtag. Plus, Holly is of course upset that Ariana chewed her out and that she's doing well with Rush while Holly is not. And Holly's the one who brought Ari into the whole Rush thing. Johnny tells Chanel that he's sorry, so, he won't make it a habit, and this may be about him missing the doctor appointment. And of course, right after the appointment, while she was talking to Paulina, she started having some cramps. So I think she's just stressed out over everything that's going on. Hopefully, the baby's gonna be just fine. EJ and Abe talk about their shady little side deal they have going on about the Demira CEO job that nobody but the two of them knows, unless EJ maybe told Rita. As we know, EJ wants Johnny to keep running Demira long-term because he sees that as a doorway back into his son's life. Meanwhile, Abe wants his son Theo out of Demira for good. He doesn't want him to come back as CEO, and reviving Lexi may play into all this. So Theo, meanwhile, continues to get support from his stepmom, Paulina, and if Theo wants to resume the CEO position and thinks that his health recovered enough to do it, Paulina may say, follow your gut. But that might tick Abe off, and the timing of it coming before Lexi awakens, I don't think is any coincidence. Friday, February 27th, we've got Steve and Jada out searching for Stephanie along with everybody else, and the kidnapper has stashed her in some kind of industrial-looking storeroom, and the cop that was drugged described a generic doctor, said the guy was tall with light eyes, and then Jada prompted him and asked the cop could it be Jeremy because he knows what he looks like because of the bolo, and he says yes. So, case closed, I guess. With everybody making assumptions, Leo and Dimitri have some concerns to discuss, and I wonder if Leo will push Dimitri to just take his money and run so he won't be locked up for the kidnapping. Stephanie tries to get free. She's tied to that chair and stashed away in that icky storeroom. And all this Jeremy stuff is insane. Steve showed Julie a photo of a man wearing a mask who was dressed similarly to Jeremy on Halloween as a mad scientist. And again, I think Spirit Halloween in Salem probably sold more than one of those outfits. Julie sees it and immediately was certain that Jeremy is guilty. His face wasn't shown. I don't think that's enough to get an arrest without his face being shown or some identifying characteristic. A scar, a tattoo, you know. Alex and Brady head out looking for Stephanie as well. Brady helped save Stephanie from Owen years ago, if you don't remember. Plus, on Friday, West Ramsey is back as Owen Kent, and very soon, Steve grabs a guy in the park with a black hoodie, expecting Jeremy, but it's Owen. And I think Jeremy being in a black hoodie on the most recent episode is just another red flag that this is ultimately Owen. And it may be next week, though, when we see Steve get a hold of Owen. The week of March 2nd through the 6th, we have to worry about whether Holly is going to overdose again. Signs point to a hospitalization for Holly soon. She's taking very strong medication that was not prescribed for her. Ariana keeps thinking about hunky Liam, and she may go looking for a date with the older single dad. And I wonder if Gabby is going to find enough handwriting samples for Rafe to have the FBI lab prove the divorce document was faked. Ralph is ready to try out his new Verisix combo serum soon, and it's nearly time for EJ to show Paulina who he's got in the tube and shock her. And my guess remains that it's Lexi Carver. Sean and JJ may face danger as they work with Liam to find the scarred man who hired him. Klaus should be in Salem soon to tie off loose ends, and he may be the shooter who wounds Sean, but he may have actually been aiming for Liam. It's nearly time for Stefano's will to be read. EJ is certain he knows what's in it, but does he really? Or did Stefano pull some last-minute shenanigans and alter the will? Stephanie's still missing, and Owen's in town, so we'll finally get a better glimpse of who's responsible for all of these deeds. Stephanie and everybody else assumes it's Jeremy. I still don't think it is. We'll find out. Brady and Sarah are ready to make love, and that may drive Kristen to extremes. And we know Alice Hawley is leaving. As of June 11th, 2025, she was on the set of her new show Little House on the Prairie doing table reads. They are taping 9 to 10 months ahead, so we should see her rapping as Rachel in the next, I'm guessing, 4 to 6 weeks. Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.